Good morning students, hope you all are fine at your home. So today we're going to discuss about the green algae. In the last class we have discussed about the plant kingdom classification. So let's get started with our topic today. The green algae, as the name indicates, that means they contain pigments, and these pigments basically chlorophyll A and B, xanthophylls and carotene. So green algae basically they contain different pigments, that is chlorophyll A and B, xanthophylls and carotene. The majorly they have chlorophyll A and B, that means that's why they appear green in color, and they are said to be chlorophyta. They belong to the class called chlorophyta. So green algae, they are said to be chlorophyta because they have major pigments, that is pigment A and B, rather than xanthophylls and carotene. Talking about their habitat, they live in fresh water. Ponds and moist and shady places. So this is about the habitat where they used to reside, the freshwater, ponds and moist and shady places. Talking about their structure, the body is said to be thallus. Which is a leaf-like structure, and these thallus basically is the body structure of the green algae. And since the green algae belongs to plant kingdom, so the plant have cell wall, and this cell wall basically, the inner membrane of the cell wall have cellulose, and the outer membrane in the cell wall have pectose material, which is get deposited in the cell wall. So this is the basic structure of the algae, that is the body structure of algae is said to be thallus. The cell wall have two membranes, one is outer, the other one is inner. Inner have cellulose deposition and the outer membrane have pectose deposition. Depending upon their shape, they are classified into various forms like unicellular motile form, unicellular non-motile form, filamentous structure which is unbranched, and filamentous which is branched. They form colony-like structure and umbrella-like structure. Clear? So talking about their various forms, depending upon the structure or shape they are having, they are divided into various classes. So first one is the unicellular motile. In that, example is Chlamydomonas. The second one is unicellular non-motile is Chlorella. Filamentous means they have a filament-like structure, so which is unbranched. So here is Ulothrix and Spirogyra, which is a green algae. Next is filamentous branched structure. Here is Cladophora. So they have different branches which have filamentous structure, right? Next is the colony form. The example is Volvox, which form colony-like structures like this. Next is umbrella-like structure. In that, example is Acetabularia. Clear? So these are some different examples of different forms in the green algae. Next, if we talk about their reproduction can be of two types. Reproduction is of two types. One is sexual, the other one is asexual. See, in sexual, there are three methods. Number one is isogamy. Number two is anisogamy. Number three is oogamy. Iso means similar. When two dissimilar gametes fuse to each other, which is similar in size and shape, they are said to be isogamous, and that process is said to be isogamy. Next, anisogamous. Aniso means dissimilar. So when two dissimilar gametes fuse to each other, they form a algae, and that method is known as anisogamy. Here two dissimilar, one is larger, other one is smaller in size. Here two similar gametes. Clear? In oogamy, one partner is larger in size, the other partner smaller in size, but the smaller one is motile. So here the fusion of gamete result in oogamy. Clear? So these different kinds of sexual reproduction which takes place in the green algae. Talking about the asexual reproduction, the asexual reproduction occurs in 3 stages, like when the conditions are favorable, when the condition is not favorable. So once the condition is favorable for the green algae, it forms zoospores. It forms zoospores. Clear? So once the condition is favorable, they form zoospores. Clear? The next one, and these zoospores are motile in nature. That means they have flagella. The second one, the condition is unfavorable. When the condition is unfavorable, they form 3 different types of spores. See here. 3 different types of spores. The first spore, which have thin wall, are said to be, you can say, when condition is not favorable and the fungi, they deposit a thin layer around it, and these spores are said to be aplanospores. Aplanospores, and these spores have thin wall which is deposited around them. The next one, the spores are present in the thickening, and there is an extra thickening which the wall is formed, and these spores are said to be akineate. And these spores are said to be akineate because there is the wall thickening occurs. So here the thin wall was there. Here thick wall is secreted around the spores, and they are said to be akineate. The third structure is that same here in this case also the wall is thick. The wall is thickened at the end, thick wall is formed, but which is red in color. Okay, so akineate also have thick wall. Here in this case hypnospores, and these hypnospores are red in color due to hematochrome pigment. So this is the basic difference between hypnospores and akineate, is that both have wall thickening, but the hypnospores are red in color due to hematochrome pigment, and akineate, they do not have red coloration. So once the condition is favorable, they form zoospores which are motile in nature. They are non-motile structures, and unfavorable condition, they form 3 types of spores. Aplanospores which have thin wall, then remaining 2 have thick wall, but what is the basic difference? That hypnospores have red coloration. The third one, I'll write it here. When the condition is not favorable, the third one, I talked about the unfavorable condition. The third stage, when the condition is not, you can say is not favorable, and even though it is not, you can say unfavorable. So intermediate stage, which is not completely favorable and unfavorable, that stage is called Palmella stage. Clear? Here spores are formed and which have mucilage covering, and these spores are non-motile, they don't have flagella, and this is the mucilage covering which is get formed in an intermediate stage which is not favorable as well as unfavorable. You can't say that it is completely favorable and you can't say that it is completely unfavorable. It's an intermediate stage. Clear? So here the Palmella stage, the mucilage layer is secreted around the spores. Clear? Next, if we talk about the general structure of a green algae, I'll choose Chlamydomonas. Let's draw the structure of Chlamydomonas. In Chlamydomonas, this is a typical structure. See, if you can see this, you find it a droplet, water droplet like this only, right? So it has a pointed end over here, which is known as apical lamella. Okay? And here there are two basal granules from which flagella arises. From where flagella arises, or you can say papilla, apical papilla. Okay, so there are two basal granules, and from these basal granules flagella arises, which are equal in size. And these flagella are of whiplash type. Whiplash means they are slightly broader at the base and narrower at the anterior end. Clear? That means whiplash flagella. Here in this case there is an internal membrane is there, and this one is the outer one, which is a cell wall. This one is cell membrane, and inside this cell membrane there is a cup shape like structure is formed, which is known as chloroplast. Inside this chloroplast there is a flower like structure is present. If you can see here, this is known as pyrenoids. Pyrenoid is the storehouse for the protein as well as starch. It can be the number varied from 2 to 20 in a organism or in the green algae, depending upon the type of species. Okay, so here the cup shape like chloroplast is present, which is having the chlorophyll, and here there one more structure is present, which is known as eye spot or stigma. This stigma actually have sensory portion which allow algae to move in a particular area where there is a sunlight, right? So this basically, these have certain pigments which senses the light and takes the Chlamydomonas to that particular site for the absorption of maximum sunlight. Clear? So here there are two contractile vacuoles also present at the base of these the basal granules. These contractile vacuoles actually help in osmoregulation. What is osmoregulation? Osmoregulation is a process by which your body concentration of water and ionic concentration is maintained. Clear? So contractile vacuole helps in osmoregulation for maintaining salt and water concentration in the body. Clear? See, these two basal granules, they are attached to each other, and one of the basal granule is attached to the nucleus, which is present in the cup shaped chloroplast here in the center, right? So this basal granule is being attached to the nucleus by a thread like structure called rhizoplast. So this is the typical structure of a Chlamydomonas, which is a green algae. Now we will discuss the economic importance of this green algae. Economic importance, like where this green algae is being used for economic, right? The first one is chlorella, which is used as single cell protein, that is food supplement, because it contains lipids, proteins, vitamins, etc. Clear? So chlorella is used as food and they are used as a single cell protein because they have a supplement like lipid, proteins and vitamins. The second thing they are used, chlorella and other green algae, you can say green algae, they are used in secondary treatment of sewage. Secondary treatment of the sewage, in the sewage treatment plant. Clear? The third thing is they can be act as parasitic in nature. इकोनॉमिक इंपॉर्टेंस का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि सिर्फ हम उसकी अच्छाई बताएं. दे ऑल्सो एक्ट पैरासाइटिक इन नेचर. दे कॉजेज you can say they decrease the yield. Basically they parasite on higher plants and they decrease yield crop of tea, pepper, etc. ठीक है? So example is for this parasitic form is Cephalourus. This is the parasitic green algae which decrease the yield crop of the tea and pepper. So that's all for today. In the next class we will discuss about the brown algae. Till then, see you. Tata. Stay home. Stay safe.